Hello, today we're going to talk about Starcide and the models that I got at Salute 2019. Here we can see the promotional one that was in the goodie bags for everybody. And we also have a leaflet and some sprues under there for a vampire unit that I got by going to the booth. So we'll look at those in just a moment. First of all, we're going to start with this promotional box. This is the Legion of the Black Sun Necromancer promo model. You can see on the other side we've got the diagram, or the photograph of what the model will look like. The future of mankind is unlike anything we had imagined. Well, there you go. So we've got this Necromancer. He's obviously got a staff and a spell coming out the side that we can just see. And he's also carrying a gun. So let's get this open and we can have a little look at it. Let's see what we get in the box. So opening it up, got the sprue, nothing else in there. Okay, so we have some instructions. There you go, just telling us how to put it together. Quite nice CG diagrams, and there he is all finished. And just the one sprue. So let's have a little look at this together. Right, there's a sculpted base. So around that way, sculpted base with sort of skull and wing design going on there. We've got his spell section there, getting the light right, there we go. His front plate, right arm with the gun, sorry, his left arm with the gun, there we go. And his body, there's his body. And we have his head. It's a good head, that one, I like that. And then what's this section here? Is it his arm? Can't quite see. Oh, it's his backpack. Of course it's his backpack. There you go. Well, there's a, I don't know if you can see it particularly well, there's a skull there. Looks like a skull smoking a cigarette. A cigar. We've got his arm. There's a sword. And his staff. Where does the sword go? Oh, the sword just goes on this on his side there. So that's nice. That was the piece I was talking about there. So yeah, single sprue. Looks like it's nice and well made. There's a good level of detail going on there. Yeah, it's nice. I've seen models that are more highly detailed, but this is very good. Obviously, Starcide is a new game. Legion of the Black Sun. Nice Necromancer. So yeah, it's a nice model, that one. I like that. That'll be fun to paint with. Well, if we go by the box art, we've got a lot of sort of dark colours and nice light greens. It'll be fun with an airbrush there, picking out some object source lighting. So that looks good. And then going on to the other ones. So the other ones are the vampire unit. We can just about see them in this diagram here. So they've each got guns and swords. I think each of them has, yeah. So these are nice. And we've got that nice image there of a Starcide game. Well, the setup for one anyway. There's a nice sort of a snake with wings possibly. Yeah, it looks like it might be a snake's head carrying this big sort of axe thing. And then is that a vampire riding a wolf or something like that? Yeah, and obviously lots of nice terrain pieces going on there. Call to arms. So I'll definitely be looking out for this one. Looks like a nice game. So then on to the sprues. We've got two sprues. So let's look at this one first. We've got the sculpted bases. This is the same base as is in the Necromancer. That's fine. And then we've got one here with like a coat of arms sort of design. More sort of pipework and industrial part there. Some sort of floor rune and more sort of floor designs. One thing I do notice is you can probably see, there's a hole in each of these. I don't know if that plays something in the game. I'm guessing it doesn't, and it's just a design choice. Personally, I will probably put something underneath that. Otherwise it's a bit peculiar to be able to see through the board. But just a little piece of card or something that you can then paint black through it may do that. Just to give that still the impression of depth, but still keeping that idea of it being multi-leveled, I guess, in the design. And then on the sprue itself, Well, we've got obviously some cloaks, we've got a leg, looks like the front of a body, arm with a gun, hand, front carapace is that, front chest plate. What are those bits? Oh, they're his feet. Okay. Oh yes, his feet are separate. Okay, seems like quite a few pieces just for one guy. I can see on there we've got little letters, E3, E3, E8, E9, D. So I'm guessing all the D parts go together and all the E parts go together. So this is one person. We've got our two heads there. So that's quite interesting. We've got the different sections to tell us where they go. There's no, doesn't come with any instructions, but going by the diagram we should be able to work out which one's which. Going on to the second sprue, same sort of thing. Got some more capes. And are these all done? Oh, there's a D part there. That's interesting. Another D part. And then we've got the C's. The C's are all together. That's a C, that's a B. Okay, yeah, you can sort of just about make it out. I think, yeah, you can see it in the light up here where it's saying what they all are. We've got swords and arms and legs and another sword. Yeah, so lots of pieces. It looks like they're all going to go together pretty easily. There's a nice texture going on here on the inside of that cape there. And I'm guessing all this gap will be filled in by parts. And you've got the heads and what's that? Oh yes, there's a shoulder part. So there's some nice bits. All sorts of sections going on there. Yeah, so it's very nice. And oh, so it's a nice little one. I don't know if this has an in-game effect, but as you can see in the light there, you've got all these little sections that tell you which one each of them is for. And then you come to this part here. I don't know if we can make that out. It says Mini-Me. And the part seems to be, I don't know how well we can get that on the camera, seems to be a little person. Yeah, that's very small. Looks like the old Warhammer Epic sort of scale. Tiny little person. I'm guessing that doesn't get used in the game, and it's just there for fun as a nice little Easter egg. So that's quite fun. It's got some detail on it. I don't know quite how much the detail is going to pick up there. You can just about see it there in the camera. Can I get any closer? Oh no, it's getting a bit fuzzy. There you go. Just about see, and then turning him over, show you the back of him. There we go. So that's a nice little touch. I'm guessing they had a spare little bit of space there and nothing to put in it, so they thought they'd just chuck a little mini-me in there. That's quite nice. I like that. So yeah, so there's those pieces, and combined with the, where did I put it? There it is. The Necromancer. That's great. That's 6 figures. I don't know if that's a faction or a squad or quite how it works in Starcide yet. Starcide is the upcoming war game that will revolutionise wargaming. So when that gets out on Kickstarter or wherever it may be, that should be a good one to follow. So hopefully that was of interest to you. And yeah, good luck getting into Starcide, I guess.